Hey guys, welcome to Kenny Hawk Plays. Today we're going to be playing an Iron Man deck that's kind of unique. We're going to play Iron Man trying to optimize one of the cards in his deck. So we'll play a battle against Rhino and then I'll go through the deck, but just in general what we're trying to do is optimize the number of energy resources we have to really make Repulsor Blast punch Rhino as hard as it can. To do that, we've chosen Justice as our aspect because it has the most energy resources in the core set. So we'll get set up. We're going to start as Tony Stark. Draw 6 cards. We'll keep this Stark Tower because that's really important. We're going to get rid of the 4 Justices at the beginning of the game and the Nick Furies. And I'm actually going to get rid of this because I know I have Stark Tower in my hand. And then I get to draw 4 new cards. Looking for any double energies that we have. We don't have a lot in our deck, but we've got some stuff here. So with that, we'll get going. We're going to Futurist right away. Again, looking for one of those double energies. We'll keep the Repulsor Blast because those are important to our deck. And we'll pay for Stark Tower. So once we pay for Stark Tower, we can return that helmet to our hand, which is going to be really useful. I don't think we're going to flip yet, actually. I think we're going to pay 2 for the Arc Reactor. This thing has 3 on it, and we're going to let Rhino scheme once at the beginning of the game. Just because I really think we kind of need to. So, with that, we'll ready up. We'll draw 4 more cards. And we'll see what Rhino has in store for us. So 1 free threat. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 3. Oh my goodness, that's 4. And we get an encounter card, which is guard, so we can't attack him. This is going swell. Let's Futurist here. We'll put Pepper Potts into our hand. And then we'll return that helmet to our hand using Stark Tower. Need all the monies we can get this turn because we got to do a lot of things. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for the helmet. Let's see if there's a different way we can pay for that. 1. We're going to get rid of our Repulsor Blast for now. I'm not a big fan of that because that's like the combo of our deck, but we got to do it. So paying 3 for Pepper Potts. And then we'll use that top resource to play these boots, giving us 1 more health. And with that, I think we're going to flip. We're going to thwart for 2. Ready, thwart for another 2. You know what? Let's just remove it all from this side scheme. I think these hazard cards are really messing with us. No, that was silly. That was silly. We're going to remove 2 from each. And then we'll use the helmet to get rid of the side scheme. We're not going aerial this turn. We could with Avengers Mansion, but I think we're going to... Yeah, you know what? This is crazy. We're going to go aerial. Remove 1 from each with the helmet. Why won't you guys group? There you go. Not dealing any damage to this Hydra Mercenary, so he's going to punch us in the face, but hopefully we'll survive. So that's the end of our turn. We get to draw 3 cards because we have 3 upgrades out now. Not a ton, but better than nothing. Free threat for Rhino. He's going to swing at us for 3, 4. That is brutal to the face. Hydra Bomber is going to swing for 1, and here's our encounter card. He gets a tough status token. Oh no. Alright, our turn. This is an alter ego action. This one is not. So let's pay 2 to get some gloves out there. And then let's start doing some work, right? So we will do 1 damage to him with the gloves and 1 damage with Iron Man. Remove a threat from the scheme. We'll ready Iron Man and get rid of this Hydra Bomber or Hydra Mercenary, clearing the board for us, letting us flip to the other side. So here we can Futurist. Let's put that in our hand and these other 2 into our discard pile. And then we'll search and return this guy to our hand using Stark Tower. So I think we're going to use Pepper Potts and get this 3-cost guy out here. With that, we'll ready up. That gets us 6 more health points, which is really important to us right now. And we're drawing 5 new cards. I probably should have discarded this. I could have drew it with Stark Tower again next turn, but that's okay. He's going to get a free threat. He's going to scheme for 1+2. And he's going to place 4 threat on the side scheme or search for a side scheme by discarding cards. This is not going to be fun. We are burning through this encounter deck. It's good to see some of these things going away, though. If we could get a Shadows of the Past to discard here, I'd be real happy. Nope. So now it's one of those 11 cards. That's a bummer. Alright, so this one's going to have 3 threat on it, and it's going to provide an acceleration token starting next turn. So, oh boyo. It's our turn. Let's get our Futurist cards out there. We'll put Interrogation Room in our hand and discard these other 2. At this point, let's pay with the gloves for something. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for a Jessica Jones, and then we'll return the gloves to our hand using that guy. Then we can use Pepper Potts to put those gloves out for free, which seems great, and we'll flip. So we've got 6 of these out, or yeah, 6 out, so we're drawn to 7 a turn. We might just sit in Iron Man form for a while now. We got 2 thwart on Jessica Jones, so let's take full advantage of that. Thwart that away. We'll use our helmet to get rid of the bomb scare. I think Iron Man's going to thwart the main scheme because he kind of needs to, and we'll ping Rhino twice, 1 removing tough, 1 dealing a damage. We'll ready and finish thwarting just to make sure we're really, really safe. Let's play Interrogation Room because that'll be useful later, and let's do a Repulsor Blast. So we got 6 cards left here. We're looking for energy cards. We've got 2 of 3 so far, 3 of 4. So that's pretty good. That's 7 damage to Rhino's face. Not going to scoff at that. And we ready up. So this is what we got going. You took a damage, and we need a lot more cards than were available in our deck. So we're drawing 6 more cards, and we get a bonus encounter card because of that. Alright, so Rhino gets his free threat. He comes swinging at us for 3 plus something. 3 plus 1. We get another encounter card. Let's do this one first. So we can choose to place a threat in the scheme. Sounds good. He's going to attack me. Oh gosh, this is annoying. 3 plus 1. That was brutal. That was almost deadly. It's our go. Let's see what we can do here. So let's go aerial. So we can ping for 2, ping for 2. We can remove a threat from the scheme. Jessica can remove a threat from the scheme, which is fine for now. Let's get this Repulsor Blast out of the way. It's going to discard 5 cards here, so we have 2, 3 Lightning Bolt resources. So that'll put him to 0, which will put us to phase 3. So it goes back up to 16 health. And he gets toughness, and we get stunned. So that's how that went. Lovely. You know what? I think we're gonna attack to clear stun, and then ready ourselves with Arc Reactor. Let's pay 2 for Heroic Intuition in case we need it later. And then let's flip. We're going to recover right away, because I always forget to recover. And I obviously need health right now. I don't think there's any tech resources in here, but we'll check. No tech upgrades right now, so Stark Tower is not helpful to me, but we might get one from Futurist, so let's try it out. We'll put this Haymaker into my hand, and then we'll discard things like this, so we could use Pepper Potts later if we needed to on another turn. With that, we'll ready up. I'm not going to discard anything, because I want that double energy resource on top of my deck, so I'm just going to draw 4. He's going to get a free threat. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 2. We get an encounter card. I think we get 2 encounter. Did we shuffle this turn? No, we shuffled last turn. So 1 encounter card. Charge goes on Rhino. He's brutal. And it's our go. So, what are we gonna do here? I think we are gonna Futurist. No, we're not gonna do that yet. That would be silly. All these are hero actions. This is brutal. I guess we'll use Pepper Potts and pay with this guy and this guy for a War Machine. Then we'll do Futurist, because we've already used our Pepper Potts now. Even better, we'll put Interrogation Room into our hands. No, that doesn't matter. We'll put Energy into our hands, because we already used Pepper Potts this turn. So Interrogation Room and Emergency can go to my discard pile. I will recover, and then flip. Then I'll ready right away, so I have use. We will pay for 4 Justice using Genius. Since we used a Science resource, we can remove all 4 threat. Really important right now. And then let's ping for 1, ping for 1. So remove Tough and deal 1 damage. Remove a threat from the scheme, but there is none. Jessica can sit there. Everybody else is going to sit tight. We're going to discard this card and draw 6. So we have 6 upgrades out. It's going to be Rhino's turn. He's going to get a free threat. He's going to come charging at us, so we're going to put this guy in the way. His charge does have overkill, so he's going for 7 damage plus 0. But Rhodey's going to take 4 of that, so Iron Man will only take 3 in retaliation. And then we get an encounter card, which is we become confused. That's real bad against Iron Man, because we actually like to thwart with this character. So, it's our go. Let's just go ahead and see if we can kill him. What do you guys think? So we'll play Emergency to use Repulsor Blast. So before that enters the discard pile, we're going to have to reshuffle. Looks like we got 2 Lightning Bolt resources so far. 3 total. So that'll be 7 damage. And then all those go to my discard pile. Let's go Aerial. And let's pay 1, 2 for a Supersonic Punch, which does 8 more. And that kills Rhino. So that was this Justice Iron Man deck versus Rhino. Let's look at the deck really quick, and then we'll set up for another game. So you've got your Iron Man cards, which are your upgrades. Let's get all those put out up here. You're really searching your deck for those upgrades as fast as you can in solo mode, because you need to be able to sit on Iron Man side. But you don't always have time to do so. So it's got a lot of unusual cards, especially if you've watched my channel before. I am not a big fan of Emergency or Tenacity or Haymaker, but I'm including all 3, and you guys will see why fairly quickly. We've got a double energy resource and a double mental resource. Yeah, you guys are thinking, what is this crazy person doing? Should have had this sorted before I started my video, so you guys didn't have to watch it all. Sorry about that. Here's our MVP card up here, Repulsor Blast. War Machine's not too shabby himself. Here's some more damage dealing cards. We're almost done sorting, believe it or not. 3 Haymakers, 3 Emergencies, 3 for Justices, 4 Repulsor Blasts, and a Partridge and a Pear Tree. Yeah, so here's the deck. You got all your Iron Man upgrades, pretty classic. In those Iron Man upgrades, remember you're going to have 3 cards that are Lightning Bolt resources, 1 card that's physical, and 3 that are science. And those are going to be really important numbers to keep track of. So we're going to group things in piles like that. We brought Nick Fury, who's a mental resource. Pepper's physical, Stark Tower is mental. We've got these guys that are all physical, and that's really what we're trying to optimize. We'll keep that up top. These 2 attacks are lightning bolts as well. So the reason we're keeping these 9 cards, 3 Haymakers, 3 Emergencies, and 3 Tenacities, they are all basic energy resources. So we're up to 14 energy resources, 15 cards that provide them now. You'll notice 4 Justice, Heroic Intuition, Interrogation Room, and Jessica Jones are all also Lightning Bolt or energy resources. So we're now up to 25. That's over half our deck is providing Lightning Bolts, which is really, really good. Rhodey's a wild. So we've got 9 science resources, 6 physical resources, because there's 4 copies of... Oh, there's only 3 copies of Repulsor Blast. Interesting. So 25, 30, 40 cards total. Very little of your deck is physical. You've got 1 wild, 9 science, and most of your deck is lightning bolts. So when you flip things for Repulsor Blast, you should try to get 9 to 11 damage every time if you can. So let's group these guys up. Let's set up for a harder game here. So we just did Rhino in hard mode. So let us try someone else next. So let's save all this stuff as an object. Iron Man, Justice, Energy. And let's reload the workshop. And we're going to try someone different. We're not going to do Rhino today. We're not going to do expert mode either, because that sounds like asking for disaster, but we're going to do regular mode Ultron. So Ultron can be quite the pain in the butt. So let's search here. We need to grab the Ultron Drones environment card out of here. So he creates little drones that ping you left and right. So we'll put the Ultron stack, the regular stack. Don't forget our obligation card. And then this is under attack, which is the recommended scheme for Ultron. And these are little tokens to represent the Ultron drones. So we'll get shuffled up. Let's load in that object. Iron Man Justice. Everything's in the worst spot possible, because that's what TTS does. We'll lock our player mat in place, shuffle this deck up, and let's draw 6. Let's see if we can beat... Whoa, that is way more than 6. Alright, that's 6 cards. That's what 6 cards looks like, guys, in case you didn't know. So let's see what we want to do here. I think we want to keep an interrogation room, because that's really good against this guy. We're not going to be flipping for a while, it looks like, so we really need to keep that interrogation room ready to go. I'm going to keep the energy resources, but not the others, and search for more cards. And then after setup, an Ultron drone is going to come into play. So we got an Ultron drone to deal with already. We're shuffled over here, and Tony is ready to go. So let's do Futurist right away, because we need to find that Stark Tower, and we need to find those resources. Let's keep Emergency in our hand, because the rest of these aren't going to help us too much right now, since we're not flipping. We'll pay 1 for Interrogation Room. Not flipping right away might be a mistake. We'll see what I think about it in a minute. We'll pay 1 for Rocket Boots. So I could flip and kill this drone, but I've only drawn 2 cards then, and I really need to draw more than 2 cards to find all those tech upgrades. So I think we're just going to forego that and pay 3 for Jessica Jones. So Jessica can attack and kill this Ultron drone, which puts Nick Fury in our discard pile. This gives us a chance here to not threat out. He would have to flip a 0 threat card, which is very unrealistic. It might be worth it to flip and only draw 2 this turn. Oh, yeah, I should have saved that drone for this. Let's... Ugh, I hate flipping this early. Let's not flip. We're going to be fine. We're going to see what happens. So we're going to draw up to 6 cards. There's all our upgrades. Too bad we just discarded all those double resources, huh? And he'll get a free threat. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 0. Wow, we are so lucky. And he gets an upgrade. So after he schemes, place a threat on the main scheme. So let's see what we can do here. I drew way too many cards. Oh no, I didn't flip. I didn't draw too many cards. I feel good, guys. We didn't cheat. Let's flip 3 of these guys and see what we get. Pepper Potts seems pretty important to us right now, so we'll take her into action. Let's play Pepper with these 3 cards, because we are not going to be attacking yet. Ultron starts at more than 14 health, too. He starts at 17. So we got Pepper out there. That lets us play these Rocket Boots for free. We should be at 11 health because of the Rocket Boots. We'll flip to Iron Man. Do I even need to do that? I'm not going to flip to Iron Man yet. We're going to let him scheme again. Jess will thwart, because I think that's important right now. We don't want to scheme this out until he schemes, or threat this out. So we're going to draw 4 cards to end our turn. We really need to get all these upgrades in place so we can flip. So 1 free threat. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 1, which will kill this thing. And that'll make us create another Ultron drone. He's not getting a lot of Ultron drones because on level 1 he doesn't get Ultron drones unless he attacks. So this is going to go back to 0 threat, and we'll flip this card. And now when we place threat, bad things happen. So he also gets a side scheme. Great. The first player puts top 2 cards of their deck face down as drone minions. Oh boy, we got some work to do now, kids. So 3 drone minions out there, and a side scheme that has 2 threat on it. And when he schemes, he puts threat out. Cool. Just what we needed. So it's our go. Let's Futurist. None of these are really important to us, so it doesn't matter what we put down there. Let's use Pepper Potts and Haymaker to play these Repulsor Gloves. We're going to have Jessica thwart away this side scheme, because that seems important. Fortunately, that means she dies. This turn, I think we need to flip. We're going to attack and kill one of these Ultron drones, because we can't have too many of those guys out there. We're going to pay... we'll kill another Ultron drone. Oh, Stark Tower. There's the card we needed. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for another suit of armor, which puts us up to 17 health. I think we're going to end it there. So that's our turn. We got 4 things out, so we get to draw 4 cards. Not too shabby. Gets a free threat. We're going to let him put 2 more threat out, and then he's going to attack us for 2. And we'll put 1 more threat in the main scheme because of that attack. So 2. I will pay a lightning bolt to avoid a drone minion. So 3 damage we're taking when you include the drone. And then we get a environment card. Guard, so we're not going to be hitting him right away, but that's okay. We want to kill that guy anyway. And it's our go. So we will pay 1, 2 for this vest. We'll thwart twice using the vest. Get that down to 0. And then let's use Repulsor Blast targeting this drone. So we'll see if this pays off. 1, 2... Only 2 damage so far. 3, 4. We need to flip and get our extra encounter card. So 6 damage to this drone. He's toast, but he creates another Ultron drone when you kill him, so that's a bummer. These are going to group up and go to my discard pile. I can kill another drone. May as well. I think we end... oh, we don't have any threats removed. We end our turn there. So we're not going to flip. We're going to run 6 cards this time, which is pretty good for Iron Man. Got a Repulsor Blast, that's good. Free threat, he's going to get 2 more. He's going to attack us and get another threat, so he's attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5, when you include the drone. So pretty painful. We got 2 cards to deal with, so this one deals 1 to everybody, which is just me, not a big deal. And another one of that stupid guard guy. I don't like him at all. So it's our go. Let's Repulsor Blast right away. 0 so far. 1. Okay. So we hit enough to kill the guard drone. Unfortunately, that creates another drone for us to deal with, but we can use Interrogation Room to remove a threat from the scheme. We really need to not have those guard guys out there so we can use our Repulsor Blast against the main villain. Let's start playing things, I guess. We'll play this guy, so we thwart for even more. So now we can thwart for 3. We can ready with Arc Reactor, kill one of these drones. We can kill the other drone with this glove, so we're doing really good on drones now. And that's like our whole turn. We're going to get rid of For Justice, because we need better cards, and we're going to draw 6. That was way more than 6. Sorry about that. There we go. Shuffle that up so I don't know what's coming. So he's going to get his 3 threat again. He's going to attack and get a bonus threat, because we're not too worried about threat right now. We take a damage, plus 2 damage from his attack. So we're going to have to flip and recover soon. But we'll see what we can do while we're waiting for that. So with that, we get an environment card. He creates a drone minion. Not a big deal right now, because we're pretty under control with drone minions. So it's our go. Let's play this Stark Tower before we forget. And then let's use Pepper Pots to play For Justice and remove 3 threat from the scheme. We'll then attack and kill this drone minion, which lets us use Interrogation Room to clear the scheme out. We'll hit him for 1, because why not? We'll ready and hit him for 1. We will Repulsor Blast, using non-emergency, using Interrogation Room. So we're going to discard 5 cards here. There's 1 energy, 2 energy, 3 energy, so that's 7 he's getting hit for, so he should be down to 8. We'll flip and Futurist, which unfortunately means we get a bonus encounter card. Sweet, those can like all go to my discard pile for all I care. Put that second emergency in our hand. And I think that's our turn, guys. See if we can solve this puzzle we have here. So we're drawing 4 cards. We're going to keep our 2 emergencies. He's going to get a free threat. We'll let him put a drone out with that threat this time. And then he's going to scheme for 1, 2, but we have 2 emergencies, so we can just have him scheme for nothing, and we get 2 encounter cards. Neither of which are very good. So we need to get rid of both of those. And the Shadows of the Past, so bad things come out over here too. So Whiplash is coming out, and these bad cards get shuffled into there. So Whiplash is a 2/3 with Retaliate 1, and here we have 4 threats to deal with for this acceleration token. Good thing we're really good at threat removal right now. So, it's our go. We are going to Futurist right away. Oh, we need 1 more threat from the drone that was out there. Sorry, guys. So with our Futurist, we'll bring that Repulsor Blast to hand. Put those down there. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's no tech upgrades for me to use Stark Tower on. So we'll recover and then flip. Put this up to 8. We'll ready with Arc Reactor and see what we need to do next. So let's see here. We could get rid of this thing that makes the drones have 2 health. That seems really good right now. I'd also like to get rid of all this threat. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I guess I can remove 3 because of Heroic Intuition. I could then Repulsor Blast using a Haymaker, actually using a free resource, which hopefully is enough to kill Whiplash. Yeah, it's enough already. Could have pushed him to... Oh, that was an 11er. So we get rid of that guy. I don't think we take any from Retaliate because he's toast. And we can use Interrogation Room to get rid of this side scheme, which seems really good. We still have the capability to discard this card, so we're going to. And we're going to have to move on from there, I think. We can ping this guy and kill him now. Ooh, that's good to have on top of my deck for Pepper Pots. So we'll end our turn there. We got 5 upgrades out, so we're drawing 5 cards, because 1 plus 5 is 6. Gets a free threat. We'll let him get 2 more free threat, and then when he attacks, he gets a free threat or creates a drone. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5. That is real painful. And we get an encounter card. Discard a support or upgrade you control. Let's get rid of Interrogation Room, because it's the cheapest thing we have. Ugh. That ruins our Pepper Potsness. Alright, well, let's use Pepper Pots to... No. Let's pay 2 for justice. No, that doesn't work either. Dang it. Let's pay 2 for tenacity. And now we can Pepper Pots for justice. 1, 2, 3. We can thwart for 3. 1, 2, 3. We can ready. That doesn't help us a ton. Let's attack with Repulsor Blast. So we're discarding 5 cards. Wow. 3 duds. 2. So that means we put him down to 3 because we're dealing 5 damage. Not bad, not the best. I think I saw an upgrade finally, so once we flip to the form we can get that with Stark Tower, so we'll do that, but at first we'll ping him for 1, and then we'll flip, we'll recover, we will Futurist to put an Avengers Mansion into our hand. We'll return this with Stark Tower. We'll play it with that Avengers Mansion, and that's going to end our turn. So we're sitting pretty happy, kind of just grinding it out. I'm going to keep Interrogation Room in my hand because I want to play it, and I get to draw 5. So this time he gets a free threat. We'll let him have 2 more. He's going to scheme for 1, 2, 3. That's 3 more threat. I have an emergency, so I'll make it only 2. And then encounter card. So we create a drone minion. Who would have thunk it? And a Sargo. So let's Futurist right away. Looking for important good things. Keep the tenacity. Let's use Pepper Pots to pay for Interrogation Room. Let's recover. And flip. So we will ready. We'll thwart. We will hit this Ultron drone for 1, which lets us use Interrogation Room to remove 1, and use a helmet to clear the main scheme. Let's pay 1, 2 for a Haymaker to hit him for 3, which will flip him to his new phase. We now have phase 2 Rhino. He's got more attack, and he puts drones out when he attacks, and he gains attack for each drone in play. So he's just going to be a jerk. Not too excited about it. He has 22 health, so I'll go back up to 22 and see how we can do. That is the end of our turn. I am going to discard some stuff. Just 1 thing, I think, for now. And then we'll draw 6, because we finally have 6 upgrades out, which is really good for us. He gets a free threat. We're going to let him have 2 more, because he doesn't need more drones. He's going to swing at us, which creates a drone. And it's an interrupt, so it happens before his attack. So he's got 3 attack now. 4 attack, and he heals 1 for each drone minion. Good thing he's at full health, so we're taking 4. Trying to not exhaust a heal, but maybe I should be. And we get an encounter card. The villain attacks us. We are at 5 health. I think we need to defend. I'm not super excited about it. So he's going to create another drone. So he's got 4 plus whatever he pulls from the deck. 4 plus 0. So we only take 3, which is probably pretty important right now. And that is the bad guy's turn. Wow, guys. Let's ready. We need to pay 1, 2, 3 for Jessica Jones. We'll use the gloves to kill one of these Ultron drones. Use interrogation room to remove some threat. We'll remove another threat from the scheme. We'll flip and recover. I think we're going to futurist here. And it doesn't matter what it is, because we're going to get our bad boy, Nick Fury, into play. Because we only had to pay for 3. We might need Avengers Mansion, so let's keep it out in our hand. We can play it next turn. Nick Fury comes into play. He can do 4 to somebody, so we'll do it to the main dude. He can attack and kill this drone for us, which is nice. He'll take a consequential damage for that. I think Jessica's also going to hit the main dude and take a consequential damage. And I don't think there's any upgrades in here. There is one, so I guess we can return it, but we're just going to discard it at the end of the turn to set up for next turn, so we'll just leave it alone. Call that our turn. So we are drawing 5 cards. He gets a threat. We're going to let him create a drone. He's going to scheme for 3 plus something. 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is going to put us to 9 after this drone schemes. And Ultron drones are now stronger. Excellent. It's our go. Nick Fury did nothing for us. Forgot that he couldn't jump block for me. Let's recover. I kind of think we need to get an Avengers Mansion out here and then draw a card. Well, I drew 2 cards, but I'm also going to futurist, so we won't futurist yet because we need to spend those double resources first. So let's use Stark Tower to search for a tech upgrade. Can use Pepper Potts to play that tech upgrade. Got everything going out here now. I think we're going to have to flip and let him swing at us this round because we really need to get rid of some threat over there. But first we'll futurist. And we'll take Nick Fury into hand, I think. Now we're going to flip. We can ready, which lets us remove 3 threat. 9 down to 6. Jessica can kill this. No, she can hit the main guy, and we'll let the gloves kill this Ultron drone. When we do that, we can use interrogation room to remove 1 more. Can remove 1 more there. Down to 4. You can ping the boss for 1. Double clicking constantly. Sorry, guys. And now we have to decide. We could 4 Justice to remove 4 more. I think that's a good move. We could also just go for it with a Repulsor Blast. We shuffled this turn, so we need an extra encounter card. Let's just go with it for Repulsor Blast right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit our jackpot. Barely any better draws than that. So that hits him for 11. I'm really regretting not having used Nick Fury to go aerial, because our gloves could have killed him then. But it is what it is. We're going to have to survive one more turn. So let's ready everything up. Used a lot of things that turn. I'm going to discard 4 Justice. And I'm going to just draw 6 cards. So he gets a threat. We're going to let him have 2 free threat. He's going to attack us, which creates a drone. So he's swinging for 3. To discard an upgrade I control, we'll get rid of one of these pairs of boots. So he's swinging for 3, 4 from the drone. So we're going to go down to 4 health. We've got 2 nasty encounter cards to deal with. Each player discards top 5 cards of their deck. And takes the damage for each lightning bolt resource discarded. Oh, that is bad news for us. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We are toast, guys. We are toast. Yep, that's game. That one flip drew too much energy out of it. So this is the Iron Man deck. I really think it can take down Ultron. We'll probably try it again later today and post another video. Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to try this one more time. We got defeated by Ultron in normal mode last time, but we're going to try our Iron Man Energy Justice deck to beat him again. So let's get set up here. We have our obligation. We don't have the expert cards, but we have the under attack, Ultron basic, and standard and counter sets. So let's get rid of these haymakers. Let's get rid of for justice. I'm going to get rid of interrogation room, and I'm just going to go all in. We need those upgrades right away. Okay. We still only got 1. Kind of brutal. But we'll see how we do. So we are going to shuffle this before we forget. And we will Futurist right away using Iron Man's signature ability. We'll put that helmet into our hand, and we'll discard him like this. So now we can pay 1, 2, 3 for Pepper Potts. We can use Pepper Potts to play this guy for free. We'll use Tenacity to play this guy for free. Oh, we were supposed to create a Ultron drone. We'll do that now. I'm sorry. So if we don't flip, it's going to go to phase 2. Trying to decide if I care versus being set up. I think I don't care. So we're not going to flip. That'll ready everything. It's going to get 1 threat there. We're going to draw 6 cards. We go 1 more upgrade. Oh my gosh, where are they all? They're probably all drones. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 1, which unfortunately puts this to 3 already. So we create another drone all before the drones get going. And now we have to deal with this lovely card. So 2 threat gets added to this immediately from those drones. That's real painful for us. And we get an encounter card, which is, oh, we forgot to remove these from the last time we played. So we need to find all of the Iron Man Nemesis cards. Here's 1. There's another one. Another one. There's 1 more in here. We might wait until we flip it, and hopefully we actually remember. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Let's flip all those cards. Group them up. Those guys can go back over here. Sorry, I left our window open from last time. All right. What are we going to do here now? So that's our turn. Oh, no, this goes in here. We need 1 because we drew one of the bad ones. Okay. Another Ultron drone. Great. Things are swell. Let's see what we can do. Futurist. Stark Tower. Always Stark Tower. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any upgrades here for Stark Tower to return yet, but getting it in play right now just seems beneficial. So let's pay 1, 2 for a Stark Tower. Actually, is that even worth it? Let's get the rocket boots out there because we need those right away. We need to start killing things. We got to keep this repulsor blast. We got to keep that. I think we're gonna flip. We'll thwart the main scheme. We'll ready. And now we got to kill this guy, so we're gonna repulsor blast. So 2 not lightning bolts. We just need 2 to kill that guard guy. We need 1 more. Come on, guys. We got it. All right. So this guard guy's dead. It creates another drone, but at least we got the guard out of the way. And that was repulsor blast. So we can swing and kill one of these drones. The more drones we can kill right now, I think the better. We'll pay 2 for a haymaker to kill another drone. And we don't even need to remove threat from the scheme, so we'll just leave that alone. So that's our turn. I'm actually going to discard Stark Tower because I need better things. And I didn't draw them, so that's great. He's going to get a threat. We're going to let him have 2 free more rather than making another drone. And then he's going to swing for 3 damage when you include the drone. And we get an encounter card, which is... that's fine. Helps side schemes, helps him scheme. We don't want him scheming right now anyway. So, it's our go. I think what we have to do is play Nick Fury using Pepper Pots. He will hit the villain for 4. We will swing and kill this last Ultron drone. And then we'll ready and thwart for 2, 3. We'll then flip. Nick still has an attack left, so it'll hit for 2. I guess we don't need to flip, right? We can just sit here and Nick will chump block for us. So let's do that. Only drawing 4, which slows down our draw a little bit, but I think it's worth it. So he's going to get 3 free threat. He's going to swing for 2, 3, 4, 5 at Nick Fury's face, which sounds good to me. Oh man, we get an encounter card. It is a bad one. This guy comes out. All these get shuffled in there. So we got burned by this last time. So we need to be real quick in getting rid of this guy now. It's our go. That's good, I guess. Let's use Pepper Pots. Let's play Interrogation Room. And we'll pay 2 to get these gloves out. It doesn't quite let us kill this guy, so I don't even know if we want to hit him. We might... Oh my gosh, he's so strong. We need to hit him. We need to kill him, but we can't. Oh, and this came out too. This is even worse. There's 4 threat there. So we got to deal with that. We're going to thwart against that twice. Using Arc Reactor. We'll thwart against it once. No, we really need to remove it though, because we don't have a way to go aerial. Yeah, we'll thwart against it twice. We'll use the helmet to remove one from the main scheme. I'm thinking about pinging this guy for 2, but then I take 2 damage. So I think I'd rather ping the main boss for 1. Be done with it. We are going to flip this turn. So I guess that lets us Futurist before the end. And we're going to keep Supersonic Punch, because that'll kill Whiplash in 1 go, which is what we need to do. And we get a bonus encounter card, and we're drawing 5 cards now. Alright, we're still looking for upgrades. That's a bummer. So he's going to get a threat. We're going to let him have 2 more. Or do we want to let him have a drone? I think we let him have 2 more. Because he's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not going to let him have 2 more. We're going to let him have a drone. And then he's scheming for 2, 3. We can make that 1 less with emergency. These 2 guys combined scheme for 3. So we're up to 8 scheme. We have 2 encounter cards to deal with. Oh gosh, that's the thing we got to get rid of. And a guard. Awesome. That's what we wanted. I'm real happy about that. We do have War Machine, which could be really helpful. So the text on guard means we can't attack the villain. I think we can hit everybody else, though. We can deal damage to them at least. I wonder what the text on guard is. I'll have to look it up later. It's not in there, I don't think. So it's our go. Let's Futurist. Nothing great in there, but there's a 4 Justice, so we'll take it. I don't frankly care about his tough status card thing yet, so we're just going to leave it alone. I don't know if we can afford to flip. We might just need them to threat out. But let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for a War Machine. And let's exhaust him. It says deal 2 damage to him and deal 1 damage to each enemy. So that's not super helpful. It does kill this Ultron drone, which is nice. Everybody else gets hit for 1. I'm going to pay for that the other way. Sorry. Leave that on top. Makes more sense. Kill the dude so we can re with Ret. Let's flip. Ready. Can deal 1 to somebody. It's still not super helpful. That wasn't an attack, which is nice. We can Pepper Pots to Supersonic Punch this guy, which gets him out of there, but still creates another drone. I think this is a lost cause today, guys. We can kill that drone with the gloves. He's going to come swinging for 2, 3, 4, 5 to face. It's going to be real painful. I guess we got one guy to soak up an attack for us. So I think we're going to thwart for 2. Just try to keep ourselves in the game. That's the end of our turn. We're going to keep this 4 Justice because we need it. Draw on 5. He's going to get 3 free threat because we're not going to give him a dude. He's going to attack for 2. He's going to attack War Machine for 2, 3, 4. Which seems good to me because can't handle that much damage coming to my face. We're going to get hit for 3. Encounter card. Discard 3 cards from my deck and put 3 threat here. That's a bummer. Okay. It's our go. Let's see what we can do here. Let's pay 2 for a pair of gloves. And then let's Pepper Pots and pay 2 more for a Nick Fury. When he comes into play, he can blow up Whiplash so we don't take Retaliate. That's actually really helpful. We can thwart away 2 from this scheme, and then we can go aerial and remove 1 from each scheme. We'll ready and thwart away another 2, and we'll hit the boss for 2 and then remove his tough status token with the other 1. Nick will thwart for another 2 just for good measure. And we're going to stay in hero mode because we can use Nick to chump block for us. So we're still drawing 6 cards. And he's going to get 3 threat. He's going to come swinging at Nick for 2, 3. Which will off Nick Fury, but that's okay for us for now. We get an encounter card which says he's going to attack us. We're going to discard cards for each damage dealt. So that's 2, 3. We are still alive, but barely. And it's our go. So we need to do some stuff here. Let's use Interrogation Room to get those... Sorry there. Interrogation Room to get Stark Tower out. I think we thwart for 2. Get ready. We ping him twice, so he ends up taking 1 and getting rid of his tough card. Remove 1 threat from the scheme, and we need to flip and recover for 3. Now that we're flipped, play another set of boots to gain some life. We can use Stark Tower to search for that armored vest, and we can Futurist to be able to play that armored vest, because we'll use Pepper Pots and the 2 cards from our hand. So that gives us 6 more life. Puts us back in the game and lets us sit in hero form for a couple turns if we need to. But that's our turn for there. So we draw our 1 card, gotta flip this, draw 5 more, which means we get an extra encounter card. Villain's turn, we're gonna let him have 3. He's gonna scheme for 2 only. And then we have to deal with 2 encounter cards. The villain schemes first, so 2, 3, back up to 8. That's brutal. And we're going to create an Ultron drone, and then there'll be 5 threat on this guy. Not too worried about acceleration counters this time. Maybe it's because I lost the last 2 times. Let's see here. It is our turn. Tony can Futurist right away, because that will put stuff in the discard pile for Pepper to use if we want. Nothing to return with Stark Tower, that's kind of a bummer, but we're going to recover and flip and then ready. We will use a Gauntlets to off one of these Ultron drones, then use Interrogation Room to remove 1 threat from a scheme. We'll pay for 4 Justice with 2 mental resources. That lets us get rid of this acceleration token, which is probably pretty important right now. Yeah. We'll thwart for 2, 3. I don't have any physical resources to use that with readied. Can hit the boss for 1. We'll pay 2 for a Tenacity just to get it out there, and then we'll use Pepper to Supersonic Punch the boss for 1, 2. Well, that's a Haymaker, sorry, to get rid of a tough token. We don't have the resources to get rid of either of those. This is probably okay. Yeah, so we'll end our turn. We'll draw 7. The villain's going to get 3 because we're not going to give him anything for 3. He's going to swing for 2. We can pay a Lightning Bolt to avoid that, and we definitely will. So we took 2 and did an encounter card. The villain attacks us again. Alright, 2, and we gotta pay another Lightning Bolt. But still worth it, I think. So it's our go. Let's go Aerial. We'll thwart for 2. Ready. Should have done this first. Pay 2 for Heroic Intuition. So we thwarted for 3, then we readied, and then we thwarted for another 3. We're Aerial, so we can hit for 2, and then clear the tough token that comes out. Remove 1 threat from the scheme, and then we'll try to Repulsor Blast him into the next phase. So 3 attack, 5 attack, 7 attack. 7 attack is enough to do it. Unfortunately, he'll gain a tough status token from all that. But he's at least in phase 2 now. 22 more damage to go. So that's the end of our turn. We are going to sit. Draw 7. He's going to get 3 threat because we're not going to give him anything for free. He'll swing at us for 2, which creates an Ultron drone, so it's really 3 plus none. I have to pay a Lightning Bolt to avoid that, which we will. So I take 3 damage and then 1 from the Ultron drone. And it's our go, which is really good for us. So let's Pepper Potts pay 1, 2, 3 for a Nick Fury. So he will, before I do that, I'll attack him to clear tough. Then I'll do a Nick Fury to deal 4 damage to him and give him tough back. We'll ready up and deal a damage to clear tough, and then we'll play Repulsor Blast. This gets flipped. That's 9 damage. Hot Dog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 13 damage to face. That's the best you can do right now. So that puts him down to 5. We are like in spitting range, guys. And gives him a tough token, which is really annoying. Nick Fury already attacked. We'll ping him once with the gloves to remove the tough and once to do a damage and put tough back out. We'll ping him once, and instead of removing the tough, we'll just get rid of this Ultron drone. We are gonna flip, because I think we need to. Remove a threat from the scheme before we flip, and let's ready everybody up. So we're readying everybody. We could have used Nick to chump block, but I think it's important for us to be able to Futurist next turn. I think we shuffled our deck that turn, so we get 2 encounter cards. He's going to get his 3 free threat. He's going to scheme against us for 3 and 2 encounter cards. So we're going to create 2 drones, which I think we'll be able to ignore, and put 2 threat on this scheme. We get our 2 encounter cards, so first we deal 1 to everybody, that's a bummer. And the villain schemes, so regardless of what he schemes for, he is going to set us into phase 3. So we put another drone out. We can no longer remove threat from the scheme. So we have got to end it right here, right now. And actually, there's another hazard card from this that we didn't take care of, so let's not forget about that. He gains Retaliate, so we just need to get him gone. It just needs to happen. We should have 7 cards in hand. Sorry, or 6 cards in hand. All right, so it's our go. I think we need to attack to clear tough, and then we're going to try to off him with a Repulsor Blast. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we got him. 7, 9 damage. That ends him. We defeated Ultron in normal mode, not hard mode. This deck's going to get a lot better as we get more cards in the Justice aspect and in the basic aspect, so we can really get rid of and optimize our deck with energy and mental resources. So thanks for tuning in a second time. We got him this time.